There you are. Okay. I'm getting frustrated. This is like the fourth time I try to make this video. Oh my goodness. Here we go. There we are. We're getting what we're getting. It's like the fourth time trying to make the video. The GoPro just keeps shutting off mid-session. Like I'm just talking and it just randomly shuts off. I think I have the problem fixed. Uh, Thanks to YouTube, I got to watch a few videos and figure that out. But what I really want to talk about is the MAGDRAFT. And hopefully we can get through a session and talk and make a little video about the MAGDRAFT. Specifically the 6-inch. Not the freestyle, just the regular MAGDRAFT. I'll tell you, I really like this bait. I have one thing that frustrates me, and that's kind of why I wanted to make the video. I just want to see if there's any feedback or if anybody else experiences the same thing. Now you can see I've been throwing this same one for about 3 weeks. I've thrown other ones. Um, the durability of the bait's great, man. I bounce it off rocks, docks, anything. I've been throwing this thing around. Catches fish too. I'm a swim jig junkie. Let me tell you, I will throw swim jigs. I try to throw them as much as I can. This is like my confidence bait, right? But and I just like fishing them. And sometimes I just can't produce with that the way I would like. So I tie one of these on, and it usually sometimes when fishing's really tough, you can usually produce something with the MAGDRAFT. That's my advice. If you have one, make sure you're using it. It catches fish, and I've seen fish come from pretty far over just to get a look at these. I've even caught bluegill and stuff on these that just, I mean, it attract fish like it. It's a good bait. It's solid. You know, I think you need to get the right rod and reel for it, but that's another video. There's plenty of those videos out there. Um, what I really want to talk about is a little bit on the hardware. Now, I've had people complain to me about the hooks. Now, here's what I'll say about the hooks. Now, I'm not tournament fishing for money and stuff right now or doing anything like that. So, I understand it if you're trying to fish for money, or something, or you're just trying to fish for a trophy, whatever, and you don't want to lose fish. You may decide to change the hook out here. I honestly think it's a good hook. I've had people say otherwise, and you're allowed to have that opinion. My opinion is a little bit different. Um, I honestly, every time, now I've had fish hit it, and I went to set the hook, nothing there. That could just be me, right? So let's just give MegaBass the benefit of the doubt, right? And say, hey, it's my fault. Because what I'll say is when I do get a good hook set, I don't lose them. I mean, they're sticky hooks, and I've had fish run with them. I've had fish jumping all over with them, and I keep them on. So the the one thing, and I'll keep this video short, and I just wanted to see if there was feedback on it. The one thing that frustrates me is this is maybe in a month's time here, 2 months time, I've had about 3 of these tied on, and not one of them has a magnet left on them. That's a bit frustrating to me, and it's still fishable. So if the magnet comes out, and let me see if it sets right in this ring right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it sets right in that ring. Um, if the magnet comes out, it's still fishable. All right, get everything put in there where it's supposed to be, and you can just stick your hook in there, right? And it don't come out so easy, or it doesn't come out so easy that it causes a problem. But I do have to every 5 or 6 casts, whatever. So I'll have to make sure I seat it back up. Which when the magnet's in there, it's not an issue. Problem is, here's the problem I have with it. It's $18, and then I haven't even caught a big fish on this yet. Um, I've caught like probably the biggest fish, maybe a little over 3 pounds. To me, if it's not holding up to like a bunch of 1.5, 2 pound fish, I think this one, the magnet fell off like the first fish I caught with it, and it was not even like a 2 pound bass. It was small. It was probably a 14, 15 inch bass, something like that, and it came right off. So not a monster, and the magnet came out. And that's the third one now that the magnet came out. Um, it's like I said, it still works. The bait still throws. The issue I have is okay, $17.99 price point. I think that's the tackle warehouse price, and this is the problem we have. Uh, I wouldn't care so much if I paid like $11.99, or I'm just throwing out an arbitrary number here. But if I was paying a lot less, it would be like okay, no big deal. But and I've had people go, oh well, just buy the freestyle, and then you don't have that problem. But that's not the point. The point is, I spent $17.99. I spent $18 of my money or your money or whatever, and you got something that just doesn't fully work, and that's what frustrates me about it. It still works as a bait, but it's not doing what it says it does. That mag hold that they call it, it just doesn't stay in there. So it's a little frustrating, and I don't want to make a big thing of it. But I will say again, if I had to rate the bait, like between a scale between 1 and 10, I'd say, hey, this bait's it's top notch. It's like an 8, right? The problem is for price point, I think the hardware could probably be updated. I don't have a problem with the hooks, but I've had other people say the hooks suck. Um, I've had people say it's fine. So maybe there's some upgrading that needs done with the hardware. To me, it's like, okay, I'd pay an extra dollar for the bait to find a better way to get that magnet seated in there. Just because then it would be a bait that works out of the package as long as I have the bait. Is I guess is what I'm saying is, if I have the bait a year before I lose it or whatever, and the thing just um, stays together like it's supposed to, I'd much rather pay just a little more to have that little more better quality, I guess is what I'm saying. So not to ramble. Thanks for watching. If you have feedback or advice, I'll take it. If there's like, hey, if there's a hack or something, let me know. And I'd be super happy um, to take that advice. And yeah, I think that's it today. Just a short, quick little video. It's a great bait. It's made by MegaBass. Their quality is pretty usually up there. I just wish that for that price, I had um, a little bit a little bit better quality as far as the hardware goes. I could say a lot of other things about this bait. I mean, I've fished it a lot and stuff, but there's so much information on the MAGDRAFT. It's out there, so I don't want to just sit there and repeat information. Um, so my advice is, there, even with this issue, get one or two, have them, because it's a good tool when other things don't work. This tends to kind of get the skunk out of the boat if that's the case. So yeah, give them a try, but keep in mind, I think there's some hardware issues that haven't been taken care of yet. So hey, I hope you liked the video. If you have some feedback for me, I'll take it, and I appreciate you watching. And yeah, thanks again. See you guys.